Saved Hamlin's life with CPR and an ED back in January after he suffered cardiac arrest against the Bengals. The University of Cincinnati says more than 500 people registered for the event. And some people are desperately waiting for an organ transplant. And tonight, there are new calls from Congress to reform the donation match system. At a hearing, the Senate committee reported mistakes in the screening of organs received in transplants. That resulted in 70 people dead and 249 who developed diseases over 7 years.
Patients like me completely go forgotten in a system that is failing us every day.
Some senators are calling for reform that would include changing how the organ donation system is overseen. And the economy has Americans thinking about money, and quite a few have financial regrets, including not saving early enough for their retirement or having too much debt. That's according to new research from the company Bankrate. The survey found about 3 out of 4 adults have at least one financial disappointment.
You need to increase the amount you're putting away, set up a direct deposit from your paycheck into a dedicated savings account to boost your emergency savings.
This summer, the Federal Reserve paused its interest rate hikes, but officials warned there could be more increases this year. And weather specialist Nick Dunn joins me now. And Nick, we actually haven't seen a whole lot of heat so far this month.
Yeah, it's really not been oppressively hot as maybe a lot of us are used to seeing. We've had no 90-degree days so far this month, which is kind of an oddity. But as we take a look at the calendar, we can kind of show you something that I kind of worked on this evening. As you can see, we've only had 5 days that are considered above normal for the month of July. And our typical high is about 86 degrees. So I kind of looked at anything above 88 is above normal, or somewhere in that ballpark. And we've only been above normal 5 days. We've been below normal 9 of those days and near normal on 8 of those days. So not something that we're used to seeing. Now, our typical high, as I said, is 86. We're going to get above that from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and even into Thursday as well. In fact, some 90s are set to return to the area for the first time since June 3rd. So if you're not a fan of the heat, make sure you get ready. Live Doppler 7 this evening. We had some sprinkles early on. Believe it or not, I did mention a few stray showers were possible last night for today. Right now we're dry, though. 61 in Richmond, one of our cooler spots. 64 in Bellefontaine, and 67 in Troy. And around the region, 72 in Columbus this evening, 65 up in Wapakoneta, 66 in Toledo. So it's relatively comfortable. Nothing we can't handle out there for us. Heading out to the air show tomorrow, as you see, I do have a random shower in the afternoon with highs in the lower to middle 80s. But do not cancel your plans to go. Very similar to today. The air show stay dry, and hopefully it will tomorrow as well. Overall, not too bad. It's typically, again, a lot warmer this time of the year, so kind of lucking out in that department. If you want to jump in the pool tomorrow, an afternoon high of 84 with just an isolated shower or two possible, I really think you can enjoy that. A cookout, a walk, anything you might have planned. Let's look at futurecast for you. So again, through the rest of the night tonight, cloudy skies. Earlier, we're going to continue to clear as we move through the overnight. It's going to allow for temperatures to drop that into the 60s. A few spots maybe in the 50s, but a lot fewer of those locations will be in the 50s than what we had a little bit earlier on this morning. As we get into the afternoon, as you see, just a couple of spotty showers trying to pop up. Now, Futurecast, I think, overdoes the coverage just a little bit. That kind of happened with today as well. If we happen to get underneath one of those showers, you'll cool off briefly. If you're heading out to the Clark County Fair, even, weather looking pretty nice for that as well. And then we'll see clearing skies again for our Sunday evening. Into Monday, an isolated shower or storm possible. Maybe just a smidgen better chance there. A stray shower Tuesday. And then here's our low 90s Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Those heat index skies will be in the mid to upper 90s. So make sure you're staying hydrated and don't walk your pets during the hottest part of the day. We'll cool off a little bit by next Saturday in the upper 80s with a chance of showers and storms.
All right, thank you so much, Nick. And folks, we've got some breaking news here at 11. The Greene County Sheriff's Office has closed down part of eastbound 35 near US 42. Now, we asked dispatchers why, and they